welcome to the 24/7 Security Inc. tutorial, DVRViewer Pro Quick Start Guide. This tutorial is going to cover the basics of DVRViewer Pro. There's an accompanying manual for this session should you want a hard copy or PDF of today's content. There are also detailed videos and a reference user guide available from the 24/7 Security Inc. support page. For this video, we're expecting that you are somewhat experienced. You have DVRViewer Pro installed, and you have connected the hard drive from a bus's DVR. Let's get started. To launch, press the Windows key or click the Start button, begin typing DVRViewer Pro, and click on it. Log in using the password provided. The window that opens is similar to DVRViewer with some new additions. To start working with videos, click the View/Playback button and select Archives Local. Select the bus in the dialog window and click Connect. The most recent video will open and start playing. To view video from other days, click the calendar. Dates in bold indicate that video is present. Click the date and the video will start playing. In the lower right side, audio controls. You can select all channels or primary view camera and the volume. The navigation and play controls, slow motion, rewind 20 seconds, play or pause button, forward 20 seconds, and fast play. The single frame button advances all of the cameras by one frame at a time. Put the video on pause and click this to narrow down to the exact moment you're looking for. The icon beside the timestamp is color-coded. When it's gray, there's no GPS data associated with the video. When it's green, it includes route data, and when it's blue, it includes all event data. The current date and time of the video is here. Events are color-coded on the time bar. Drag the pointer along the time bar. The events include marked events, like a button push, bus stops, idling, speeding, and stop arm violations. Clicking the Clear Filters button removes the events from the colors on the time bar. The Next and Previous buttons will take you to the next highlighted event in the time bar and in the video. The time bar scale can be adjusted, just as in DVRViewer, to 1 day, 1 hour, or 15 minutes. Whichever period is selected shows from left to right. Scrolling left or right displays the next time block. Click the Map button to display the events in the route according to the events you have selected and the timescale selected. In this example, 15 minutes is selected in the timescale, so 15 minutes of the bus route is what is displayed on the map. Clicking the event filters will display these events on the map. You can zoom in and out, click and drag to reposition the map. The event icons are clickable and the video will move to that point in the timeline. Note that the root is not clickable. And you can overlay different views by selecting the drop-down. You can make the map full screen. The bus we're using has 10 cameras. Because that's a lot of video for any computer to process, the image and audio may be choppy. DVP defaults to camera 1 in the primary window, and the next 3 cameras on the left. To display a grid of all cameras, click here. To scroll through the other cameras, click the up-down arrows. To view any particular camera in the main window, right-click and select Make Primary. Right-click on any camera to open other video options, such as Blur, Zoom, and TrueView, which is a 24/7 Security Inc. exclusive feature. We're going to make this 360-degree camera the primary view. Blur options include a rectangular blur area. Left-click and drag over the area that you want to blur. An inverted rectangle. A blurred ellipse or circle. And an inverted ellipse. You can zoom in on any of these videos. Once zoomed, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move around the zoomed view. TrueView converts the video from one OmniView 360 camera into 3 additional images. The curved image from the 360-degree camera is digitally converted to a rectangular image that's easier to see. These adjusted views can be included in event reports, clips, and snapshots. Here are the buttons for creating snapshots and quick clips. Quick Clip creates a video from 30 seconds before the time bar pointer position on the timeline to 30 seconds after. Click Make Quick Clip to open the dialog window. Click the 3 dots to choose a different location and name for the file. Otherwise, DVP will apply the default name to the file and default location in Windows Explorer. The location can be opened from the View/Playback button. You can also change the default location, more on that in the user guide. and in the video, changing DVRViewer Pro settings. Clicking the three dots opens this dialog window where you can select a location and create a new folder if you want. Rename the file in this field. It's always a good idea to include the bus number and the date as part of your naming convention. Select the cameras you want to include in the video. You can choose 3 different file types to save your videos. We strongly recommend the DVR format to keep the video files secure. AVI and MP4 can be played anywhere and can be posted on social media, whereas DVR files can only be opened in DVRViewer or DVRViewer Pro. Also, DVR files include all cameras in one file. If you choose AVI or MP4, each camera will be saved as a separate file. The disadvantage to the DVR format is that whomever you send the file to must have DVP or DVRViewer installed, which actually is pretty easy to do. Once you're ready to create your clip, click OK. The progress will be shown in the window, and when it's done, click OK. To see the file you created, open the folder where you saved it. In this case, I just saved it in My Clips. Double-click or right-click and select Open, and the video will start playing in DVRViewer Pro. Snapshot saves a still image from the video in the primary area. Click Save to change the name and location of the photo. Click OK to close the dialog. Open My Snapshots to see the saved image. Event reports are a formatted PDF document that you can print, email, distribute as needed. The event could be any incident on the bus, for example, stop arm violations. The event report includes up to 4 photos, GPS location, a description that you can customize and enter yourself, the date, the time, and the bus number. For this example, we're going to pretend that the bus is stopped and that the stop arm is out. You will use the Event Report button, but first you have to populate it with the video captures. Find the stop arm cameras and move them to the top. For our example, here's the pretend offending car right here. Normally the video would indicate that the stop arm is out, and you'd right-click and select Capture to Event Report. You can do this on any camera. I'm using the frame button to advance 1 frame at a time until I get the perfect image. For the best view of the license plate, I'm going to zoom in and blow it up for the report. Once you have your images ready, click the Event Report button and complete the fields. The folder where it will be saved and the default is what's shown here, but you can save it anywhere on your computer. Rename the file if you want. You can change the title or reuse a previous title from the drop-down. Select the event type and put your name in the Reported By field. In other types of reports, you would include the names of any students involved and a description of the event. Generate the report and it will open in your PDF viewer. To share the report, you can go directly to the default directory from DVRViewer Pro. From there, you can print, open, send, etc. Subscribe to this channel for more videos and check the 24/7 security support webpage for links to more in-depth videos. See you soon.